Kanye has a new song out.
Yes.
All day.
That's right.
And he's got a line in there.
That's right.
Saying, you're Rico Suave, N-word.
Yeah.
Riding around listening to Sade.
Yeah.
Do you ride around listening to Sade?
Not at all.
Not at all?
I mean, I knew who Sade was, but, she wasn't one of my favorites. I'm not, killing Sade either. He's very talented. But I had to hear that from my son. Dad! What? Because my son is a hip-hop. My son lives Eminem day and night, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm always, I'm a pastor. I'm a Christian man trying to, baby, just you can listen, just for your head, but don't repeat a lot of the stuff, So, but he lives it. My son really lives it.
Okay.
He's a real Eminem fan, and he loves hip hop.
So he goes, Dad. Kanye just dissed you.
That's right.
In his new single.
Yeah, and I'm
that's
like,
all over the radio.
Yeah, you want to hear my reaction? I said, Kanye. I said, I'm 50 years old. What the heck is this? And then I looked at him, I'm like, well, he's not referring. I think Kanye's more referring to the character. I mean, I don't even think he probably knows who the heck I am. To tell you that I'm more of like a character. Listen, if he did it to me, I'm even more surprised, and I'd be like, oh shoot. I'm relatable. I'm still around. Whatever. It makes me feel good about it. But it was, it was real cool. I don't, I couldn't tell you that I was upset by it.
You weren't upset at all?
Not at all.
I mean, it's kind of a pretty big shout out.
Bro, can you believe it? Like I said.
Because when was the last time someone mentioned Rico Suave?
That's right.
In a song?
That's right.
Much less a big single.
That's right. I think the last time that I got dissed on a song that it said Rico Suave, remember Master Ace?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. It was back in the day.
Oh. See that Latin kid, something Rico
That's
Suave,
right, that's right,
in a red Corolla, do you want to play?
There you go. That's right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think that was a lot. I haven't heard it since then.
Have you ever run into Master Ace?
No, I don't think so.
Is it on site when you see him?
No.
No?
Not at all.
What about Kanye? Is it on site with
Not
Kanye?
at all, man. Not at all.
Does Kanye need to get extra security when he's in Interscope?
No.
Just in case?
You know what's so funny, man? You say that now. Back in the day, I had a chip on my shoulder about all that, because I had to listen to all the, everybody was hating on me.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you come out
Yeah.
with long hair, wearing like a vest with no shirt,
Yeah.
some tight jeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to end, and you come out as a rapper doing that. Now, if you were an R&B singer,
Yeah.
I think you would have gotten a pass
That's
on
right.
that.
That's right.
But as a rapper,
Yeah.
you know how rap is.
My brother, I fully understand it. Like, I understand it now. In those days, I was mad, and I had a chip on my shoulder. Bro, I don't know how many fights I got in clubs because people would just say, I just hear it. Boom! And then I had a chip on my shoulder for a
So
long time.
what would people say?
I would just hear Rico Suave in a negative way, and that's what
Look at
started.
that Rico Suave ass motherfucker over
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
And then you would just punch people.
Yeah. But I got in trouble a couple of times.
You got arrested?
I remember calling my my lawyer. God, poor
That's
Peter.
how it starts.
Poor Peter, man. At 3:00 in the morning, but they didn't take me in. Remember that movie about the Roxbury? Roxbury at one time was the bomb club here.
Yeah.
And it was at the Roxbury, and I got a fight with Vince Neil. And all these
From Motley Crue?
Yes, bro.
What the hell?
This is stuff that I can't be making up. And it's like his boy got in my boy's face, and I threw the first punch, and I had a ring that said G-Man on it back in the day, and it cut him from here to here, bro. Oh, and it just started an awful fight, awful lawsuit. I mean, it was just bad.
Oh, you got sued?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By the guy?
Yeah, of course.
And what happened with that lawsuit?
Well, after a while, seeing all the lawsuits that were coming in, I decided to file bankruptcy.
Oh, you had multiple lawsuits?
Oh, yeah.
What were the other lawsuits about?
Just little stuff like that.
Fights? Okay.
Little stuff like that. And then also the guy, the first producer that I had done, Rico Suave, came after me too. I had so many lawsuits right now. I think that's probably what's happening to Fitty. Fitty is not broke. Right? Fitty's got money. He just has a lot of lawsuits and says, I'm going to start all over again.
So you could actually relate what 50 Cent is going through right now.
Yeah.
Because you did the exact same thing. So,
Yeah.
okay, so at the time that you filed bankruptcy, how much money did you owe at the time?
I think when the creditors came in, but I was never near making as much money as
It's worth like 150 million.
Yeah, although no, nothing nowhere near that. It was like in the million something that I owed.
You owed 2-3 million?
No, like 1.6 million.
You owed 1.6 million.
Yeah.
So at that point, you were advised to file for bankruptcy.
Yes. And I was tired of, going to the depositions and this and that. I was just like.
Well, when you file for bankruptcy, do you just not have to pay those people at that point?
No, you have to pay it eventually, depending on how much you want to keep. I think I did a chapter 13 first, and then it went. I don't quite remember, but I remember I had to pay something, and whatever was coming in, whatever from publishing, it actually went out and spread.
Right, because I think a lot of people think that when you file for bankruptcy, you just don't got to pay no one.
No.
And the rest of your, and then you get to keep the rest of your money and everything else like that. But
you get to keep a car to get you around. You get to keep your house that you live in.
Yeah.
But
if you have legitimate streams of income, the people that you owe, at that point, assume those streams.
That's right.
For themselves.
Yeah, it goes actually into the bankruptcy court, and then they distribute it.
So your publishing, your record sales, your movie,
That's right.
your movie stuff, everything
Everything.
else like that, at that point, goes to the people that has sued you.
That's right.
And you owe money to.
That's right.
Do they eventually get all that money back, or?
I don't think so. I don't think, because Rico Suave was the type of song that like I still make money out of it, but more of like when you're talking about the '90s and stuff. It's not the song that you hear over. It's not it's not a Sting song. It's not a Police song. It's not it's a type of song that it was for a season.
Okay, so you file for bankruptcy at that point, and you have to pretty much start over.
Yeah.
Because all your income streams are now
frozen.
They're frozen and they're going to
yeah.
other people and so forth. So you think 50 is doing the same thing?
I think somewhat. I think he's got some great lawyers. I think they advised him. There's just too much, and I believe it's an inner struggle. It's when you're trying to be creative or you're trying to do it, but you got so much other crap following you from your past mess ups that keep on following you, and I think it comes to a point, and maybe his lawyers are looking at, hey, you're about to lose this.
Well, he lost two big lawsuits. He lost one lawsuit. He lost one lawsuit with a headphone company for $12 million, and then he lost another lawsuit with this girl whose sex tape he put out for $5 million.
Yeah.
So that's $17 million between the two. Now 50 is worth like $150 million.
Yeah.
But it seems like he probably moves his money around in different ways, and
you would have to.
Personally, he probably doesn't have. He was probably preparing for this.
Yeah. But also, remember something. You gotta. He's worth 150 million. What does it say that? Google?
Forbes.
Is it Forbes?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little more. Because if Google says I'm worth something like $8 million, and I'm like, I don't know who's talking to Google, but
it was on the Forbes list.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Then it's a little more legit.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, though, is that he has, for example, his album sales that, they're not at the top of the charts, but they're going to continue, between the sales, the publishing, his show on Power, a bunch of other stuff, his touring, whatever else, he's still making an income.
Yes.
So how do you file for bankruptcy if you do file for bankruptcy, won't all those income streams be diverted to the people who won the lawsuits?
Well, here's the thing. Laws change all the time.
Okay.
I'm telling you, and I'm sure he's got, I think most of his money right now is going out into lawyers. That's what and I'm sure he's paying millions to, handle all this stuff in the middle of it. And he's probably just like, man, I'm fed up, man, shut this down. If someone's, he can cut it, he can start, a new publishing company cut it. I mean, what happens too is also and a lot of artists, when they're in bad situations and they're stuck in some ugly contracts, they file bankruptcy to get out of it too.
I'm me, so I'm gonna always, give my opinion on things. And I saw Lauren London come out at the BET Awards, and she was like she had gained a little weight. So I said, "Yo, Lauren London left her waist trainer at home." Ha ha ha!
Always a big lean drinker, like heavy on lean. You feel me? Like I'll drink a 6 or pour a 4 in a 20 ounce or drink a 8, a 10, a 12 in one day. That's the type of shit I did.
How young were you when you first started?
Like when I first started drinking lean, like 15.
15.